It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Cowboys and the Chargers coming up next.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action with Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And that's off the right upright. And it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. 1st down. Here's Burrow. There's Chris Olave. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's Olave bringing in another one. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And Burrow going to throw again. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Olave from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. That's complete to Dobbs. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darrell Henderson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. To throw again on second down.
Lawrence over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Lawrence on first down.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll run again here and it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers. But you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Burrow got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll run for it with Algier. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive end of the position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once. Maybe defensively now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Eric Silver, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off the run there. They were expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's keeping the ball just 5 times.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. The pass caught by Olave. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow.
Got an open man, it's Olave.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chargers ready to take over.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7,
Lawrence
got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, Lawrence.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
To credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
62-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
This offense and Darrell Henderson are ready to go for another series.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And Burrow going to throw again.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They look to throw on third with Dalton. It's caught. Mitchell.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
From the 44, Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Vaughn. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Third down from the gun, Dalton. Forced, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now it's the backup Rudolph. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rudolph.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Now it's Rudolph. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dalton here from the gun.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Dalton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
B.C. Johnson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll go right back to Evans.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
This offense and Darrell Henderson ready to go for another series.
We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
Just turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. When we clip out the box score, nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Dalton. And he completes it to Westbrook. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Henderson running straight ahead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing, Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So Dalton now. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. The LA offense ready for this next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Rudolph. Steps away, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. Being chased out left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Three quarters in the books. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rudolph. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
D.D. Westbrook to return from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
35 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This will be Dalton again. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second and goal, Dalton. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up second and 7.
Again, it's Rudolph. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rudolph now to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
8 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph.
25-yard line.
Complete to Jones.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg.
Going right back to Wilson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And an a two-score game, obviously every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Rudolph on first down. Wilson's got it complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Second down, this is Wilson.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Fourth down, desperation time for Rudolph.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And out now come the Cowboys.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10
at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 24,
Dalton got Dobbs over the middle.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Henderson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Running behind center with Vaughn.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So the Chargers now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Rudolph.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
On the handoff, Henderson. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Henderson.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets.